Good Monday morning to you. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights, Radio Vermont weather forecaster. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin City Subaru, 802 Honda, all located off of exit 7 on Interstate 89. We're looking at a couple things here. We'll cover a little bit of the tropics and also at the same time a little bit on that smoke issue. First of all, this is what is Tropical Storm Fred. Fred looks like it's going to be making a landfall eventually here in the Tallahassee area, kind of taking a track northerly now. And then a lot of that moisture of Fred will be caught in this sort of Bermuda high circulation that is basically bringing that moisture in from the Gulf of Mexico, some of that from the subtropical latitudes, and then kind of combining it, working it up the Appalachians and into the northeast United States really over the course of this week. Fred will probably be in our vicinity, maybe southern New England as it looks right now, along about Thursday night, Friday, and it'll have some of the thicker moisture. We'll also want to call your attention, what's also going on right now is we have perhaps the makings of what will be Henri. Henri is just east of Bermuda here. You can see it has a low-level circulation, a lot of different shear. Henri is forecast to kind of swing around like this, and it could actually threaten the eastern seaboard at some point later on. So we have Fred, we have Henri, and we also have Grace. And I'm going to move the satellite picture down here just a little bit. This is Grace, and Grace is going to be taking a track south of Cuba. It looks like it's going to be unloading a lot on the areas around the peninsula of western Haiti. This is also where that 7.2 magnitude earthquake occurred. Just not very pretty situation for those folks down here in Haiti. Very unfortunate situation. This will also probably affect Jamaica, as well, of course, of southern Cuba, taking more or less a track like this. So tropics are suddenly very active, but the main issue here we wanted to take a look at was smoke. And what you can see is there is some smoke. This is going to be going out to the north of us here. We have relatively pristine air in the region, a little bit of a light smoke situation. What about modeling? Let's take a look at that. So here we have the main thickest areas of smoke working in from the wildfires once again from the west. That would include parts of British Columbia, a lot of source regions out here in parts of the Pacific Northwest, Washington, Oregon, and certainly Northern California, the Dixie Fire for one. And you can see where that smoke is now headed. It's basically taking a track to the north of us. And at this point in time, it doesn't look like we'll get into that thicker smoke until sometime later on this week. But again, the flow of air is generally where Fred is, and coming at us sort of up the western Appalachians and then rounding the corner as the Bermuda high pressure system is really going to be the main influence for the next several days. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights, Radio Vermont weather forecaster.